Action.
All right. What the hell is going on, everybody?
What it is, Joe?
Podcast. Welcome to the podcast. Hopefully, you guys are having a great Wednesday. Yeah, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Oh man, hopefully you guys are having a great Wednesday. You got King Crazy Food, you got Incognito, you have Blaze HD, you got
What it is?
Dynamite Wolf.
What's happening?
And we will be talking about our favorite horror games tonight. You know, continuing the October love for all horror themes. So tonight we're going to be talking about all of our favorite horror games tonight. And just to be aware, if you haven't been on this podcast already, you should be warned that we will segue into a lot of other shit. But just be prepared for the fun, the comedy, all of the other shit that we're going to be talking about, because we will definitely keep you entertained. That's what we're here for. So, kicking this thing off, we're going to start talking. We're going to start talking about the smaller games. You know, smaller games that all made an impression on us individually. And then after that, we're going to go into start talking about the big franchise horror games. So we'll get to talking about, and these just our opinions, our thoughts, you know what I'm saying, our thoughts and our opinions, what made an impression on us, what we enjoyed about these games. If you got any other games that we missed, you know what I'm saying, comment down below. Comment down below and we will reply back. Now, be respectful in those comments, because if you're not, we will disrespect your ass in these comments.
Yeah, so we clap back.
So, yeah, we clap back. So we just want to get that warning out there. You know what I'm saying?
You don't even need to warn them. Just go ahead.
Sound like Rob want to smoke.
All the smoke.
All right, so
I'm having that day.
It's one of them days, huh? All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start off with one of Chris' favorites. You okay, Chris?
Oh yeah.
Your mic all in your nose, bro.
The oxygen left in your mouth.
Oh shit.
It sure sounded like that man had that shit right up his nostril. The way it sounded.
Like I was actually wiping my eyes, and then I did like a big exhale, so it hit my hand, and then it directed toward my mic.
Oh, sound like you was doing lines, bro. Yeah, we was going with you.
Oh shit!
Hey, I almost said that, Robert.
Hell no.
I asked
Just
you
saying
about this. All right, so
that was just a messed up timing.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, that's funny.
We're gonna go ahead and kick this thing off. First game we're talking about one of Blaze's favorites, Manhunt.
Manhunt.
We're gonna talk about Manhunt, man.
All right, Manhunt, for I don't know how many people ain't done played it, but it came out PlayStation 2, I think, back in 2003, I think, around about that era, 2002, 2003, PS2. It was a third person. Of course, I know that was right up Dynamite and everybody's, alley. They love third person.
Damn right. That's right.
Now the thing about this game was it was mostly it was a stealth kind of a stealthy. You didn't have to be stealthy, but it had a stealth tactic to it. You know, you get most of your kills and executions by being stealthy. You mainly had to survive. So really, my favorite thing about it was really just the executions. That's really all I played it for. Like I've never even beat the game, to be honest. I just used to like going out there because for that time period, Rockstar, like we didn't have
this either.
we didn't really have anything like that during that time period. So it was kind of a new thing. And Rockstar, they was always known for making controversial type shit anyway back in the day. So
Like
this
state of emergency.
yeah, so this was one of those games of that era that was kind of, really controversial for Rockstar, but the executions on that
Very
jump
controversial.
it was very brutal. You had plastic bags, putting them around people's face, smothering them, and then kneeing them in the face and shit like that. Like it was really, really brutal, but that's what I liked about it. So I mean, I had plenty of fun on it. Even though I don't even like stealth games, but like I said,
think this was one of them under the radar games at first.
it kind of was. It kind of was because a lot of people
At
didn't really
first it
know
was,
about it.
Mike.
Like,
At first it was.
Cause I don't think I knew about it when it first came out. Like I kind of just ran into it.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't under the radar. But the thing was, it was probably one of the most controversial games.
Once it caught wind, yeah, it was really a very controversial game because of the way you killed people on there. Like they didn't hold nothing back. It wasn't
was
like
pretty-
big on graphic wise, but as far as the shit that you did on there,
Man,
hell
once
yeah.
this shit caught wind overseas, motherfuckers was mad.
I think they were banning that shit or something, wasn't it? They were banning that shit.
Yes, it was. It was banned over there in Europe. It was banned in Asia. Yeah, man. They was not playing once this was one of them games like there was one of
Once
them
people
games that
start
Rockstar-
playing this shit,
Yeah. It was one
man.
of them games that the government was trying to really put a
Yeah.
lockdown on video games because it was already they was already pissed off at GTA.
Hell yeah. and then this is what they came back with after that shit though.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
made the
It's
shit
like
worse.
Rockstar was like, "Oh, so you ain't like GTA? You really ain't gonna like this shit."
Hell
dude."
no. And the crazy thing about this, though, the best way that I could sum this game up was have anybody seen Condemned, that movie with Stone Cold?
That is the absolute.
That was
best
like,
way to
yeah,
sum
this
this
is
game
like
up.
this is like a video
Yes.
game version of that movie.
Yeah, good.
I love that
movie.
movie.
Yeah,
I love
That's a
that movie,
good
too.
ass movie.
It's a damn good movie.
but yeah, this is like a video game version of that movie, basically.
Yes, and hey, Rockstar, if you listening, we would like
Yes.
to
Make another
this
one.
motherfucker.
Man, can you imagine
on
the
with
shit
it.
they could do now, though? The way that they would make that shit look?
That's the
Oh,
main
hell yeah.
reason why they need to make
Man.
another one.
Man, that shit look so good now, man. God damn.
Come on, DJ Khaled, this bitch, another one.
Yeah. yeah. Shit. If y'all listening, damn right. We need
Man.
another one of these.
But those of y'all who haven't played it, man, or don't remember it, look up YouTube footage of this game, man. This game, it might like Blaze said, it didn't look the best graphics wise, but gameplay wise, you had fun.
Hell yeah.
If you had a bad day, came home. and
Yes,
played
you
this,
could take that
felt
shit
better.
out on this game.
I'm telling you, it's brutal and it was graphic for its, for its time anyway.
Yeah, so if you had a bad day, boy, you pop this in. It was one of them games that your anger was gone after playing it. You felt like sunshine and rainbows.
While
It was all
murdering people.
sunshine and rainbows.
It's been sunshine and rainbows.
I'm just saying.
All
you've
right,
been playing-
Dexter. What the
Hey,
fuck?
I'm telling you, man.
I'm
If
just
I ever
saying.
go to a psychopathic rage, I'm telling you, somewhere over the rainbow gonna be my song playing.
Oh, you talk about psychotic games. I got one for you on this one, but
The
All right,
feelings
so
of incognito are
let's
not
really
the
jump
feelings.
into
Hey, baby Darth Vader. Get that mic away from your nose.
The mic ain't even on my. Nah, the mic that ain't even me this time, cause it ain't even by my nose. It's actually up in the air. It's actually up in the air. No, it's up in the air. It's not even by my face.
Oh man, your breath is going straight up
Yeah,
to that
no.
mic or something.
It might be something else going on, but it definitely.
Are you eating?
Hell no, not this time. I've been ate. Remember I told you I was eating early.
Is it in your ear canal?
No.
How is he breathing out his ear? What the fuck?
All right, but anyway,
Yeah, anybody
Alright,
need go look up gameplay, man. Go manhunt gameplay footage and check that joint out,
all right,
and then get on Rockstar ass.
No,
Go back and look at that.
You mean not get on Rockstar ass? Ask Rockstar politely to make another manhunt game.
Okay,
Or
I'm
remake
sorry. I
the
was say
first
get on
one.
your ass until you need to make one, but okay, we'll be nice.
They gonna look. They gonna say, you know how much money we made with GTA Online? Fuck you. I can't do nothing.
Yeah, that's true too.
This
That's
be more
also
money
true.
though. You know damn well we gonna buy the shit.
Hey, I know a lot of
Yeah,
other
just
people will buy it too.
Yeah.
But all right, so we got anything else with Manhunt before we move forward? All right, we rolling on with another game that really caught a lot of attention. I believe now you talk about a game that was underrated, Robert. This was the one that's underrated. We talk about State of Decay, people.
Man.
The first one was good, but it was single player, and they capitalized on the second with it. Now they got a 3 coming out.
Man, this is like one of my favorite games to play multiplayer.
Fun, but I don't like zombies, so I'm kind of biased on this one.
You can't tell me you don't have fun
Man.
playing this shit, motherfucker.
Pat had
'Cause
fun
every
running
time-
over shit.
No. Listen, every time Pat introduced somebody to play this game, we play this shit for damn near 4 or 5 hours. And he always tries to get somebody to run into a damn juggernaut.
Because it's funny, and
It
somebody
is
will
not
pull it, somebody,
funny, bruh.
somebody's gonna pull it off one day. Watch.
It's
My
not
plan
funny.
will succeed.
No, you made
Oh,
you
okay.
actually
No, you
made
see-
Chris
see,
run into
you
the
made Chris
juggernaut.
run
You
into
actually
it.
made, and it's
You
not
see
funny.
that
It
one.
wasn't funny.
The car stopped in its
wasn't.
tracks. The
Yeah.
judge
It's like we,
buzzed.
it, yeah, it's
No,
like
it
we hit a
don't
wall.
bounce or nothing. It's just like
Just stop.
it's just
Yeah.
it's the funniest shit.
I remember
just hit a
my
brick
first
damn
time
wall.
hitting it. Me and Robert's son was in the car together. I said, it's a regular
my
fat one. I
God.
thought it was one of them regular fat ones. I ran right into it. That car just real, man. It took so long to do.
Oh man.
It's one of the most unforgiving games you could play.
Yeah,
I'm being
once your-
far
Once your character's
as
dead,
horror
it
freaks
is
go.
dead. And
Well,
if
see,
you don't level up each character individually, you fucked.
Yeah,
Well,
that,
one of those things, it's unforgiving, but at the same time, you get an attachment to those characters that you leveled up and you worked with and all of that stuff. And that's one of the things that I appreciate about that game.
It's the Bleach of
And
horror
then-
game.
no, I don't
then
like
here
that. I don't
comes-
like
and then
the
here
dead
and
when
then
your
here
character
comes a-
dies over with though. I don't really like
and,
that
and
aspect,
then,
but
and then here comes a feral to rip you in half, and that's it. That's all it's wrote.
But I do like that.
I don't know, cause I put so much work into a character, and
I
then
did that in the first one, Chris, when it was single player.
and you
I
get
got
attached
so far,
to him.
And then, I had only like
Man,
maybe
fuck the first
one
one,
or two
man.
people. And then my main dude, that main black dude you start out with, man, that man got ripped in half by a feral. And then I had to play in that same area with them weak characters. And I had to every time I tried to go pick up all this stuff, I
Man,
they kill a new
that
character. I
first
like,
State of
they said, you know
Decay-
what? I said, fuck it, I never played that junk no more.
Yeah, see
Well,
that's the only aspect I don't really care too much for.
Well, see, the first one, Robert, I like the first one, but the only thing that was missing in the first one was multiplayer. And that
Yeah.
which they corrected with part 2. Which that's the
I can
main
play.
reason why
I can
they
play the
did
second
part 2.
one all day.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty much sure everybody can play the second one. all the time.
And now they got all that legacy shit where you can take them to the next game, to the next game, from the next game,
Yeah.
and develop them even more. That shit dope.
Yeah, I'm really excited about what they're gonna do with part 3. When part 3 drop for next gen. I'm real
take
excited.
my money.
They got zombie deers. I'm
Zombie
like,
deers.
The
Probably
first zombie
did.
wolf or mountain lion I see, I'm done.
Right, because I'm sure running. I ain't gonna sit up there and lie. I'm running.
I'm not even gonna
I'm
warn
running on
nobody.
that
I'm just gonna
note.
turn around and take off the other way, the opposite direction. They
Yeah,
gonna catch the slowest person.
And
man.
Pat, just like that. Pat'll let your ass go first. You check that room?
What was we playing? Dying Light yesterday. We was in the elevator. Me and Chris backed up to the back. Said we just gonna let y'all go first. And Mikey, his damn Dynamite specials, blew Chris out his New
Oh my
Balance.
god, that fucking
Ah,
video. I got
that
to see y'all
shit
that
was
video.
hilarious.
Hey, man.
Chris drop
Hey.
kicking the grenade is fucking priceless. I gotta edit that shit.
Did you ever put those out on our Instagram, Chris?
No, I didn't.
Blaze?
For some reason, I didn't upload. Mine didn't upload or something for some reason. 'Cause I couldn't find them.
Oh man.
I
Well,
did like I
folks,
did them, but I couldn't find them once I was looking on the Xbox one.
Well, to everybody that's watching and listening right now, we got some funny clips coming when we played Dying Light last Monday on Facebook. So
No, that was this past Monday, wasn't it?
Was it last? Oh, I said last
Yeah, it was
Monday.
Monday.
Didn't it?
Yeah,
it was
it's
this Monday.
Monday.
I'm sorry. Well, that is last. Well, that ain't last Monday.
True.
God damn it.
I know. I was just fucking with you.
God damn it, Pat. But anyway, if you haven't played State of Decay 2 yet, it's on Game Pass.
Hit me up.
What the hell are
I'll
you waiting
introduce
for?
you to it.
Give it a shot. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure you level up all characters and not just one.
And for real, like if you want to level them up fast, find somebody who already has an established game. You can level your characters up real fast. Game hack.
Yeah, it's a fantastic game. You is going to get attached to the characters, so that's the main reason why it's best to level them up.
Don't get
Level all
attached
the
to them
characters up.
motherfuckers though. Just saying, cause
But it's
shit
gonna happen
happens.
though. It's going to happen, Rob.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You can't
but
avoid it.
If you play with me, you probably gonna die. Not me.
learn from a motherfucking pro. Don't get attached to them motherfucking characters. They're replaceable.
Say they may just die if you're playing with us, particularly me.
Yeah, you tend to get shit blown up if you play with us.
All right, so we got anything else to State of Decay before we move
No,
on?
moving on.
Nope.
Shit's awesome.
All right, moving on. All right, next one we talking about The Suffering. And I know a lot of people slept on this game.
Yeah, I slept on it. I don't even know what it is.
I played it, but I didn't really play it a
I
lot.
heard of it. I didn't never play it though.
The Suffering was made by Midway. And just for record, people, you know, remember Midway was known for was right there with Rockstar, making some real, somewhat controversial games.
Oh,
And,
yeah,
and
I played it.
yeah, and keep in mind, Midway is still under the Warner Brothers umbrella. Just in case y'all forgot, Warner Brothers bought Midway, so they can bring this back if they want to. So
Oh yeah, I remember
basically,
you telling me that Warner Brothers bought them.
yes. So basically, The Suffering, you basically played as a psychopath that was about to get the death penalty, but he ends up breaking out, and you playing in the mind of a psychopath. So which means that you seeing certain people as monsters. You also seeing hallucinations, and it's like you seeing shit that you don't supposed to see, and it's just so much to explain in the damn Suffering. Like you have to play it to experience it. It's almost like you walking into a room and you like, wait a minute, what the fuck is that? And then the further you go down, the further you go down the hallway, you hear voices. And it's like voices in your head. It's like voices in the area. It's it's a lot of mind games going on in that game, and a lot of good killing too. It's a lot
That's a
of good
good
killing in
killing.
there too. It's a lot of good killing in there too.
And
But
probably Mike
mainly,
first and last time being a bad guy.
Yeah,
but
no, right?
mainly, but mainly, but mainly, it was a lot of mind games in that game. And if you haven't played it or you haven't seen it,
Kind of sound like Evil Within.
I mean, it is something like the Evil Within, but I think the mind games and shit was worse on the Suffering than it was on Evil Within.
I mean, just look at
Yeah.
the cover for it. I mean,
Like some Hellraiser shit. Anything that looked like Hellraiser is definitely bad.
Yeah, so it was
That
it
movie,
was
that movie is haunting as shit.
but we're
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
be
it
talking
is.
about that next week, people. we
Oh, I
gonna
can't
be
wait to
talking.
do that one.
We talking about favorite horror movies next week, so let's save that for next week.
'Cause if you grew up around my grandma and her sister, her twin, horror movies is all you watched.
Oh hell no!
Just know what I'm talking about.
Horror movies back then was scary. Horror movies
Yeah.
now are funny.
They are funny. I ain't gonna
But-
lie. When I seen Jason X and he grabbed them chicks in that bag and tossed them into the tree,
that's too funny.
now
as
that
hell.
was funny.
But
Said, you want to
anyway,
have premarital sex? Yup. Put them in that bag.
but anyway, let's not segue. We already segued.
You still gotta say that for next week.
Oh,
Yeah,
one
we
more
say
off
that
topic,
today.
Mike. Since
Okay.
you said Midway before I forget. Didn't
Okay.
not Midway. Was it Midway or Activision that made Spider-Man Web of Shadows?
It was Activision. It
Damn
was
it.
Activision.
And I'm sure that's
It was
who's Activision belong to? Ain't Activision the people like that be making Call of Duty?
That is correct, sir.
And don't they like Blizzard and all them? Blizzard,
Well,
and Blizzard
I
Activision
think
or some
so.
shit like that.
I think so. I think Blizzard is under Activision umbrella. I could be wrong. And if people
Oh.
out there in the chat, y'all know what it is, comment in the chat, please. Let us know.
All right, you can
Close.
continue now. I was just curious before I forget about that.
But
'Cause
I know
I thought Midway did it.
you good. I know the Suffering kind of threw everybody on the podcast off because everybody's like, what the fuck is that? I don't remember that. I never played it. But it would be something that Michael would throw up on here because he remembered the shit. But, you know, it's one of those things. man.
Avatar Mike.
Yep.
But it's one of those classic horror games. If you find time to look at it, like Blaze said, the graphics on these older games that we're talking about wasn't great, but the gameplay and the story was.
Damn
And
right.
I
that's
mean,
what
the
made-
graphics were good back then when we had them.
I'm saying
But
for
when you look at
anybody
them
that
now-
anybody that don't know about them, and then they go back and look at them from what they know now, it's gonna look bad, you know.
Yeah, they go like, ugh.
You know, to some of them
Exactly.
2000s babies, you know, they're gonna look bad.
And
to them.
then, yeah, and then we kind of showing our age too, but I don't give a damn. I really
That's
don't
I
give a
earned
damn.
my stripes. Damn that.
Exactly. Exactly. But outside of that, that's really just about it, man. It was it was filled with jump scares, mind games. It had you turning your head, thinking that people was in the room with you when you was playing this game. So that's
Yep.
that's how this game was. So I got nothing else. If nobody else don't got nothing else, we can move on to
Nah.
the next one.
I don't remember it that well, but I think I played it though.
Well, that's cool. We moving on to the next one. We moving on to Evil Within.
Yeah.
Yay.
We moving on to the Evil Within. And Pat, believe it or not, well, I didn't say Pat. Incognito, believe it or not, I got part 1 and 2, and I still ain't played them. I'm pissed
Let me
off
tell
at
you,
myself.
tell you, Mike. I got 1 and 2, and I only played like a little bit of the first one, but I liked it.
That man said a little bit of the first one.
Oh man, I'm disappointed.
I mean,
in
so
myself,
story
honestly.
wise, I can't tell you much about what's going on in it. Oh my gosh.
You okay now? Chris, you okay there? Blaze?
Are you over there bench pressing something?
Boy,
I thought I had my damn mic muted.
No, it sound like you over there sitting over there hitting reps or something.
man.
I thought I muted my damn mic.
Unless you over there lifting,
I said, yeah, I'm finna say that boy over there pumping Carla or something. Yeesh.
No, I'm moving this shit out the way.
Oh, okay.
I thought I had my mic muted though.
No, you
No.
Oh, my bad. I'm muting it now. My bad.
didn't. But I kind of feel bad for us putting it up here that we haven't played much of it. But it's still
I mean,
a good
for the
game.
little bit that I did play, though, it was good. It had like a whole lot of little hallucinations and little mind games and stuff going on. It kind of remind you of damn, what's the name of that movie? With, Jack Nicholson, The Shining. That's the kind of shit that was going on in it. Except The Shining mixed with a little bit of which Resident Evil was it? Like you was in a village with, I mean, it was zombies there, but it was also some crazy ass people.
Are you talking about Resident Evil 4?
It might be 4.
You talking about 4 or you must be talking about 4. Because if you talking about in the village, it was either 4 or 5.
Were they black people? Cause that was 5.
Yeah. Oh
So-
yeah, that's the one that was in Africa, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like a village with, you know what I mean? They kind of like zombies or monsters, or whatever, but they were more like crazy people. Like they had some kind of consciousness. They knew what they were doing.
See,
But yeah. In the time I've ever played horror games, there's only 3 games that literally scared me shitless, and Evil Within is one of them.
I never really played much of it.
When you start off on the first one, you be hanging from that hook, and you gotta escape that dude's lair. The dude, I think it's the pyramid or a cage, or his head is in a.
I do remember that though.
Some shit like that. But you gotta find the key to get out his lair and shit. But yeah.
You be hiding from him. Yeah,
you gotta
okay.
hide from him and shit.
Yeah, I
remember
remember
playing
that.
part in
Yeah.
the demo, and I played in the real game too. And I think I got like to the little village that was right after it, and then it was a whole bunch of crazy ass people there. And then like how you level your guy up or learn new skills, you have to I think the save or something like that. You have to look through a mirror and you see like your alter ego or some shit like that. And you be sitting in this chair like you getting tortured.
Now see, now you making me want. Now you sparking my interest to go play.
That's why I said when you was talking about the suffering, it reminded me of Evil Within.
I'm gonna have to go ahead and sit down and play it. And people just watching the chat, don't judge me. I got a shit ton of backlog that I need to go through.
Library of Congress.
I really do. And don't call
Government library.
Don't be calling my damn game collection a government library.
It is.
I got a shit ton of backlog that I need to go through. I really do, man.
Man got so many games. He got
I'm
like
sure-
a Secret Service guarding his Xbox.
I'm pretty incognito feels the same.
Man got to go eye scan. He got a retina scan and everything before he play the game.
Do you get my house? You gotta have a biometric thumbprint. That's
It's on the controllers too, ain't it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, both of y'all. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, I got my account well guarded, man. The double, I got it every time something sign my account, it come up on my phone, so I know.
Man,
Speaking
so-
of, it's something we gotta try later, Chris.
No, okay.
The thing I was telling you about before.
Yeah.
I think, I want to see how that works.
All right. Before we move forward, we got anything else for the Evil Within?
Nah, I didn't play it enough to go in detail with it.
All right, cool. Moving on to the next one, we are going on to Nightmare Creatures. Another.
I definitely don't know what that is.
I've never played Nightmare Creatures.
All right, so basically,
What system was it on?
it was on PlayStation 1. It was
Yeah,
on
I
PlayStation.
played
No,
this shit.
we were too busy getting hands thrown at us by Piccolo.
It was on PlayStation
Okay,
1, and
I remember that little picture, the little cover, but yeah, we never played
I'm
it
finna
though.
go look at some video of it because I don't know nothing about this game.
well, Nightmare Creatures came out on PlayStation 1, and I believe they made a part 2 for PlayStation 2, if I'm not mistaken.
It ain't
I
that
could
game
be
that's like
wrong.
Blood Rain, is it?
No, it ain't like Blood Rain, but they have similarities. It's more like you remember Fighting Force from PlayStation 1, don't you?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so basically it's basically like Fighting Force with monsters. That's basically
Oh,
what
okay.
it really was.
That sounds fun. So
That
it's
just
like
say
a brawler,
97.
a 3D brawler.
Yeah, it
Chris
wasn't
said
a 3D.
97.
Hey,
I said I think I was in junior high,
Yeah.
or
so
10th
Nightmare,
grade, first year in high school, something like that.
Middle school, probably.
so I enjoyed it mainly because of what it was, and then it had jump scares. It had really cool jump scares in there because monsters will just pop up out of no damn where. You ah,
Yeah.
monsters will just jump out of no damn where, and then most
Oh,
of
see,
the
you'll
areas
love
was
Evil
really
Within, Mike.
dark.
They got plenty of it.
Yeah, it was made, and a lot of the stage designs was really dark and creepy and gothic and all of that stuff. It was real cool. So
Hmm.
I enjoyed this game. I really enjoyed this game mainly for those reasons, and also the gameplay was pretty fun too.
Look
And
at
I'm
the
gonna go ahead and warn y'all that anybody that's gonna go look at video gameplay of this, it's looking real Laura Croft from PS1 ish.
polygon lore style.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's looking like.
Well, hey, like I said, we're showing our age, people. We're showing our
Yeah,
age.
that the way the little picture look, man, it kind of remind me of Blood Omen, the Legacy of Kain.
Oh, that was my shit. Big go.
Ooh, excuse me.
Damn, you alright?
Yeah, I'm good.
Mike really showing his age. Shit. A whole damn
bad.
drink about to take him out the game.
My bad. So, yeah, majority of these games we bring it up. Well, I know for a fact that I'm remembering that I'm bringing it up. They had an expression on me, man, and they was real fun to play. So, that's really just about we got for Nightmare Creatures, man. Because since I was the only one that basically remembered the shit. So that's just about it. That's all we got for anybody else got anything else on Nightmare Creatures?
Nah, I didn't play it, so I already know.
No.
I'm just
Yeah,
looking
we
at the
don't know
video
nothing
of
about
it.
I shame all of you that didn't play it. Shame.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Alright.
I'll be good.
All right, so we're moving on to Condemn Criminal Origins.
That
That
was
was
another
on
one of my
360,
favorites.
right?
Yeah, it was
Yes,
on
it was.
360. Yep.
And it was
Yeah,
made
that was
by
kind of like
Sega.
it was like when you like a forensic.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. But it was a first person. I would call it a first person shooter, but you don't do a whole lot of shooting in that game.
No,
It
it's
was
more
mostly
like detective.
melee.
It's more like melee and detective work.
Yeah, 'cause you can. And what I liked about this game, you can pretty much anything in the environment. Pretty much, you could grab it and pull it off the wall and use it as a weapon. Like if you see a
Well, I
pipe or
kept a
something on the
pipe.
wall, you can pull the
Yeah.
pipe out and use it as a weapon. But all the AI can do the same shit. Cause you know they'll run to the wall in a minute and snatch some shit off and come at your ass. So it was you rarely got guns on that junk. When you got them, you know you didn't have much ammo. Ain't like you can pick up no
Yeah,
ammo.
bullets are scarce. Yeah.
So yeah, it was mostly first person melee. I wouldn't call it a first person shooter, so I'll just call it like a first person melee-ish. I don't know. It was fun as hell to get a pipe
Detective
and detect some
suspense
shit and
horror
whoop the
game.
shit out of a lot of folks. So
This game remind me of that one game. I think it was called Darkness Falls or
Darkness Falls.
Alone in the Dark. Remember that, Mike?
Oh yeah, Alone in the Dark.
Yeah,
That's-
everything
that's
that you can carry
also-
that was in your inventory is what you can hold in your trench coat. What you do is you open your trench coat, and that's where your inventory is. It
really-
was cool. It's
Hey, I gotta
it's
go look
funny,
at that. That sound
it's
funny as
fu-
hell.
It's funny,
What
but
is the name of
that's
that
how
game?
it
I
was.
heard. I
So
played
you
that
said
shit.
everybody open his trench coat and that's all the shit he could carry?
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
You
Yeah.
had like a
Yeah.
flashlight, some matches, and
I gotta go look that
Yeah.
up. That sounds
Yeah,
interesting.
whatever you can fit in your trench coat, nigga. That's what you can carry around with you.
Yeah, Alone
But
in
yeah,
the
it's
Dark
called
was
Alone in the
Alone.
Dark.
Yeah, it was.
I'm
That
gonna
was
check that out.
that's also an honorable mention.
Yeah.
That's definitely also an honorable mention. I'm mad
You know
that
what? You know what else should have made our list that we didn't think about?
What?
The Darkness. Them games were fucking
yeah.
great.
Yeah. The only reason why I didn't mention them is because they wasn't really scary.
Yeah, they were more action.
That was
Yeah.
more. It was
Yeah,
more
I said I
action,
wasn't
but it
too
was
scared,
still
but
great though.
oh man,
But
it was fucking great.
It was great. The Darkness.
Jackie
was- both of
Estacado.
them. Both of them was great.
Hell yeah. I got
Can,
both
can
of them
anybody
backwards
can
compatible.
anybody still pick up Condemned Criminal Origins, Mike? Is that like a
I
backward
believe
compatible?
so. I think so.
I,
think
So
I
this-
don't
is
know. I don't
backwards
know if
compatible.
it may be.
No, I
It-
think it is.
It was
backwards
it was
compatible.
one of the first games that came out on 360.
Yeah, so this might be something that somebody that y'all can go pick up. You know, anybody that's interested, because it was a really fun game. You get to hit folks with all kind of
It don't
melee
look
weapons.
it don't
so
look up it don't look up to date like some stuff, but it
no,
don't look
because
as
it was
bad as
it was one of the earlier 360 games. So yeah, but
yeah,
still, the fun factor is there though.
yeah.
If you want to whoop some ass with pipes and shit, first person. So you know, just be warned. Anything you can use as a weapon, the
Hey,
AI
my
can use as a
favorite
weapon.
thing,
You
you
know
pull
what
out the
they do?
pieces of sheetrock and throw them junk like frisbees. Man, hit them over right in their face.
And the crazy thing, you know, the AI on that junk, they'll fight each other.
Yeah.
You'll be,
They were crazy. They were
Yeah.
psychopaths.
They just go out there and whoop each other ass.
And you know what would be cool?
But nobody's
If they
safe.
what would be cool about this if they go ahead and make a VR about this one.
Hey, yeah.
That really
This
would.
game, Condemned, and the Alien game, the one that was on Xbox One, those would be good VR games, man.
Oh, you talking about
Hey,
Alien? You talking about Isolation?
Yes, man, that game scared the shit out of me, man. I was looking at a locker, that all I see, looked down and seen the tail through my chest, like, well, that's that. I ain't playing this no more.
Oh wow, man! All right, before we move on, we got anything else?
Nah,
No.
Condemned was good though.
No, but yeah, you probably, like I said, you probably can pick this junk up for, I don't know what it would be if you could pick it up right now. Matter of fact, I'm going to go look into that.
I think it's a
sure.
games with gold.
I'm pretty. Now, well, I can't remember. I remember it giving away for Games with Gold 1 month. I just don't remember which month it was. But I know it's
all of
backwards
those
compatible.
games. I don't know if y'all seen that. All of the games with gold is free forever now.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I knew about
Yeah,
that.
me either.
Yeah,
Condemned.
anyway,
Criminal
you can
Origins.
pick
It
this
is
up if
backwards
you can.
compatible. It is $19.99.
I don't know if my dashboard update is
You hear me?
more
It's
updated.
it's backwards compatible and it's $19.99.
That's what I thought.
But if you want to rip a
That's what I-
pipe off a wall and whoop somebody's ass with it, pick it up.
Or maybe it's I own the game. Maybe that's why it's in my
Ooh.
inventory.
Looking at these screenshots, it look a little rougher than I remember.
Yeah, that game rough.
Ooh,
I said, it was
Lord.
one of the first. It was one of the first early 360 games
Yeah.
before they started
Ooh-wee.
fixing shit.
That looking a little.
That was during the Red Ring of Death era. So yeah, it was early.
Don't remind me about that fucking era.
I'm
I was
just-
fixing people's Xboxes in
I
that
actually
era.
never had one. Lucky me.
I had
So I was,
two.
that was during that era. So yeah, this
You
game.
said you
looking-
had two, Mike?
Yeah, I had two.
Oh,
I had two. And I had two off my early Xboxes. When I upgraded to the Elite, I never got them again. I didn't get them again.
you see,
after got
I
to
had
Elite.
my original one until the Elite came out. Then I got the Elite, but I never I gave PJ my original one and still never got one.
And
As
my
bad as it is.
original my original lasted so long. Pat, you remember the one that you had customized for me? That was the original 360 I got when they came out.
I know. I did me and yours together.
Shit, they just lasted a long time. We got lucky with ours, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. Whew.
What's
Way
next?
into those things. Oh man, we got Run Like Hell.
That's another game that I don't think I've ever
Wasn't
played.
that on Nintendo Wii?
Run Like
No,
Hell.
I'm thinking
was
of something
on,
else.
Red Light Hell was on PlayStation 2 and the original Xbox.
I remember hearing about, but I never played it.
Now I got now.
Yeah, I've never
shout
played
out,
it either.
shout out to Jack, because Jack is the one that introduced me to this one. Jack introduced me to this one, boy. And when I played, we used to sit down and we went back and forth. You know, back then, when you played games back then, you used to go over your friend. You used to go sit down and watch them play and help them on the single player games. Yeah,
How you know where all your friends was? The house with the most bikes outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this was back on original. This was back on PlayStation 2 and the original Xbox. And I used to, when I was going over Jack house in West Memphis, and Jack would sit down and play it, and I'll sit down and we'll take turns. Like, man, see, can you get past this part, man? I'm stuck on this part.
Yeah,
And
me
we'll
and
play
Henry
that.
did Uncharted 1 and 2 like that. We beat them two together.
Yeah, so this game was scary as shit. You had crazy monsters. It lived up to the game. It lived up
Well, I
to
was
the
just gonna
name,
say,
bro,
hear
like
the
The
name.
name, you got to,
Run
you
like
got,
hell,
they got to come
yeah.
on with it. You can't have a name like that and be bullshit.
Yeah, so it definitely lived up to the name, and it was awesome all the way through. And I believe it was this game right here was the first one to have like a rock and roll band as an ending song, because they had Breaking Benjamin playing at the end of it when you beat it. And me and Jack
Nice.
was like, who the hell is that? And that was our introduction to Breaking Benjamin when we
Yeah,
used
shit.
to
Jack
pop.
introduced me to Stain.
Yeah, so that was me and Jack introduction to Breaking Benjamin, because we never heard of Breaking Benjamin before. And then we beat Run Like Hell, and they played the game Paulo Morbius, I believe. I'm probably butchering the name, but it was one of their songs off their first albums. And man, once we heard the ending song from Run Like Hell, and it ended like it was supposed to be the sequel, by the way. And I'm pissed off that they do a sequel.
Who was
But
it by?
I,
Who made Run Like
oh,
Hell?
god damn, I forgot who it was by. But I remember it back then, because I had it for PlayStation 2, but I ain't like the way it looked. But when it
Yeah.
came out for Xbox, it looked a hell of a lot better. And so
Yeah.
we played it on Xbox.
So I got a question though.
What's
Are
up?
you really running like hell on the game, or like
Yes, I mean,
You-
yes, Chris.
are you really running?
It's some you had small breaks in the game, but mainly the monsters in that game, man. If you didn't have the right weapons, you was pretty much running like hell. If you didn't have the right weapons, you was pretty much running your ass off. And them monsters in the game was no joke. Hey, what's going on,
Okay.
Paris? Yeah, but that's really just about it, man. If y'all haven't checked out this game or looked at it or anything like that, hey, check it out. It's one of them games that's, once again, it's in its years. It's in its years, but it was a great game, and I really enjoyed it. And then by me mentioning this game, I really missed that camaraderie we used to have when we used to go to each other's house and help each other out on the single player games that had the puzzles and all of that shit in there, and taking turns and all of that stuff. So
Should incorporate some shit like that now, even with single player games, being able to play them over the Xbox Live or whatever. That would
they
be cool.
can.
You
That
know,
would
you
be
you know how
cool.
how Mixer used to have the like the taking over the controller thing.
Oh yeah.
They
Well, I
should
think we tried
incorporate.
that like a couple times to do Soul Calibur.
They should incorporate something like that to be able to do single player games or something. Since they don't want to add co-op
Yeah.
and every damn thing.
Yeah, that's true. That is absolutely true. But digress. All right. I think we after I think we finna I think that's it for really the smaller titles, but we want to go ahead and get the honorable mentions out the way for the smaller titles. You know what I'm saying? We don't got no cover for them, but we want to go ahead and bring them up. One is Parasite Eve for PlayStation 1.
Yeah, that's
Pa-
classic.
Parasite Eve is a classic. Yeah, I already cleaned it out, Paris. You good? You welcome. So, yeah, Parasite Eve is definitely a classic, a throwback, and very, very underrated. Very
It's another one I don't really know much about.
It was a turn-based. It's literally a turn-based horror game. Something that's very unique and you've never seen before. And that's what made it really cool. So it was definitely turn-based horror, and it was a lot of fun. And once again, it was underrated. Another one we got, like Incognito brought up earlier, Alone in the Dark. Alone in the Dark was one of the ones that actually had a little bit of everything. They had horror in there, but at the same time, they had some funny shit in there too.
Yeah.
So did he literally
Driving that car was funny.
Did they really show him reach in the trench coat?
Yeah, you literally open your trench coat. You know how you be open your trench coat, look in it.
Yeah, they actually show it just like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's how
Oh,
you
that's
access
funny.
your inventory.
yeah, man. I mean, and you can use just about anything as a weapon on that game. On the
Just
Alone
like
in the
on
Dark.
Condemned.
Yeah, it was crazy, and it was made like in an episodic fashion too, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So that's really what it was. Another one, Alan Wake.
Yep.
Alan Wake is really
Yeah,
cool.
That American Nightmare one is really good.
Yeah, so got a shout out to the Alan Wake games. Those was pretty cool. Those was well done.
Yeah.
Shit, did we miss anything? Any of the Alien games, Alien and Predator games, like the Alien Isolation was cool, but
Yeah.
me personally, I enjoyed the Alien versus Predator. Alien versus Predator that was on the PC. I guess that was one of the ones where you actually played as the alien and then one played as Predator. And
Oh
then you
yeah, I
could choose
remember
the
that jump.
Marines,
That jump was fun. Yeah.
and then you could choose the Marines, and that one was really cool. It was a really cool versus game. Another game that was very underrated.
Mike just
and-
gave a shout out to some PC players.
Well, yeah, for that game in particular, yes, that game was a lot of fun. So that's just about it. But yeah, that's really just about it. I believe. Did I miss anything on honorable mentions? Do y'all got any other honorable mentions that y'all need to bring up?
Nah, my honorable mention gonna be in the next subtitle. I mean, in the next category. I mean,
All right, cool. So now that we got all the smaller titles out the way, we're going to be talking about the games that we felt like, was like the franchise horror games. And we're going to start off with mostly probably all our favorites. Well, one game out of the series that I don't like, but I like all the rest of them. We're gonna kick this joint off with Resident Evil.
yep. And I'm gonna say my honorable mentions for the Resident Evil series would be Resident Evil Nemesis. That was my first favorite. Well, actually, I like the first one. I mean, the second one. But Nemesis to me was the one that I actually got into Resident Evil really tough. Because the second one, I used to watch Chris Mosley play a lot, so I kind of liked it, but I
Yeah.
never really got into it and played it.
But
But the third one was the first one I
But I played
actually
the second
jumped
one.
into, and like I went through it myself, and so that the third one actually the one that got me in the series real tough. With Nemesis when he just jump out there stars and big ass.
Yep.
So
Oh,
yeah,
man.
so that was the one that got me into the franchise.
What's so funny is on Resident Evil 3 on the remake, do you know he waits on you outside of the save room now?
For real, you don't go nowhere.
That's
Damn.
messed up.
Like if you were saved, like if you run into the save room, like Jalen, like I watched Jalen play one part of the remake of Resident Evil 3, and he was like, "Woo, save room." He thought he escaped, but then Jalen peeped, and he was like, "Wait a minute, is he outside waiting on me?" And it was like he was outside. My son was like, he was looking at him, and I'm looking at him. I'm like, yeah, he waiting on your ass to come back.
Yeah, no, that's funny.
Yeah, so
I know somebody made a mod for that jump for the remake of Resident Evil 2. But the X gonna give it to you every time he pop up.
oh, you talking about when Mr. X showed up?
Yeah, when he show up, somebody made a mod, but every time he show up, you can hear the music whenever he around, something faintly, and the closer he get, the louder he gonna get.
Hell
The X
no.
gonna give it to you. Yep. No, he actually singing it. X gonna then
Wow.
smack your ass.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
actually funny as hell. But Resident Evil franchise, you know, I pretty much, I mean, all of us in here, I'm pretty sure all of us pretty much we enjoyed the Resident Evil franchise.
Yeah, yeah.
I enjoy all of them except seven. Seven could go die somewhere.
Now,
Another game that Capcom made that was like Resident Evil that should have been remade by now, Dino Crisis.
Yes, I agree. Actually, Pat, they are talking about that. They talking about
Oh, that's
remaking
good.
Dino Crisis. They
Dino
actually
Crisis and what's that one with the dude with the sword and the samurai?
Oh, goddamn. Oh,
You know
Onimusha.
Onimusha, yes.
Onimusha. I think those two, especially Onimusha, that needed a remake.
Hell
That
yeah.
needed a remake a long time ago.
Yeah. That was our Devil May Cry when there wasn't a new Devil May Cry. That
That's
game
true.
was great.
But if you really paid attention back then, you know what I'm saying, and a lot of people don't remember, man. Capcom didn't make the games that they made wasn't like $1 billion or $1 million hits.
No,
But the
but
games
they
that
were
they
good
made was
though.
classics. They
Yeah.
made classics, man. Like, and you knew when Capcom dropped the game back in our day, you knew the shit was going to be good because they actually spaced those games out in the time. Like when it's like we knew when a Resident Evil game was going to drop, and then when that happened, then Devil May Cry dropped, and then once that phase happened, then we had Onimusha. Then when that happened, we had a lot of games. Capcom was real consistent on the games that they brought out. You know what I'm saying? And by them showing that they did Resident Evil, man, and they pretty much proved that nostalgia truly do sales because Resident Evil 3, Resident Evil 2 and 3 sold extremely well. The remake of both of those sold extremely well. That they even thinking about remaking 4 and Code Veronica now.
Yeah.
They're talking about doing Code Veronica. They talking about 4. They talking about redoing Dino Crisis now. And I'm like, that would be really cool if they got all of those under their belt right now.
Yep.
Because I
want to know who when they
appreciate
plan
that.
when Crystal Dynamics ever plan on bringing back Legacy of Kain.
Yeah, man, I don't know what the hell taking them so long with that. Legacy of Kain should have, man.
Blood
that
Omen
should've
3
been
was my
remade.
shit, man.
Man, Blood Omen and Soul Reaver, honestly, they need to bring both of
Yup.
those back.
Blood Omen and the last one where you use both of them together.
The
Raziel
Legacy,
and
was
Kain.
that Legacy of Cain? Which
That
one
was
was
the
that?
Legacy of Kain 3. That was
Yeah.
part 3. That was part 3 when you use both of them because at the end,
And don't you do it.
okay, never mind. Okay, I'm
I
sorry.
already know what happened, but there's other people who ain't did it. Who ain't did
That's
it.
true. That's
I
true.
actually am one that haven't yet, so
Okay, so I'm sorry.
I know what happened with it. Don't ruin it.
I know what happened at the end too, so I'm sorry. I digress.
before we get off of Resident Evil, do I do my other honorable mention for Resident Evil is 5 because to my knowledge, I think that was the first one that incorporated co-op.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Shiva.
it did.
Yeah, that I played that game so much, man. I got a like complete 1,000.
Hey,
on
me
it.
and Chris Moses did the
Achievement.
same shit. We went through that game so many times, man, to go make sure
Man,
we got every
I
single
knew
thing.
I knew that little farm, that golden egg shit.
Man,
The little golden eggs.
we unlocked everything on that game. And we
Yup.
played
Hey,
that so much.
that Hydra was the best.
Yeah.
That shotgun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that
No,
three-barrel shotgun.
forget that Hydra nigga. That Lightning Hawk.
Oh, you talking
Lightning
about
Hawk.
the
The Magnum.
ain't that the
Dirty
Magnum?
Harry.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dirty Harry, baby.
Hey,
Yeah,
with
man.
that Hydra though, you didn't miss. You just point that junk somewhere and shoot.
Whatever direction it was in, whatever was ever in their direction was over with.
Yeah, that's true. But that Dirty Harry wasn't no joke neither. That Lightning Hawk was the real deal. Boy,
Yeah, I love that. So that was my other honorable mention. I put in a lot of. Me and Chris Moses put in a lot of hours on that jump.
So I enjoy all of. So before we get off Resident Evil, I enjoy all of them except for 7.
Now for me for 7, it seems like it's a different game. Really, I don't know how to really explain it. I mean, for what it is, it's okay, but it don't seem like it's Resident Evil-ish. If that making any sense.
I think the Village is gonna be first person too, ain't it?
Yes, it is. That could go sucking milk.
Yeah, so I don't really know, man. I don't want to say it's a bad game, but it seems like it don't fit with what we know as Resident Evil.
But see, the thing on that note, and I said this before with 7. If this is the route that they wanted to go, then you should have did this one, and you should have did those 2 in VR. If you was gonna go that route, you should have just did those 2 in VR.
They actually would have been some good VR,
in my opinion, because Resident Evil in first person, no. No.
Yeah.
No.
See, bad enough. We had to stop and shoot.
See, they was
Right.
Exactly.
Oh my! That shit used to be so damn funny back in the day. You remember Resident Evil 2? How you had to line your shot up?
Stop and line your shots up. You know how much ammo I wasted in them games?
Yeah. You tap it, spin it. And then you had to walk like in the lines that you had to walk
like
in.
Like you was a robot and shit.
Yeah.
Like you was a robot and shit.
But Resident Evil 7 though, like they tried to make it a horror, scarier game, which they did, but like I said, they changed the formula. You know, they changed the recipe.
Yeah. So they can suck it. They can really suck it. And this is just my opinion, everybody. I'm just letting everybody watching. This is just my opinion. I feel like Resident Evil first person, it shouldn't exist.
Well, like I said, for me, I've watched a lot of gameplay footage of it. Like I said, for what it is, it's cool for what it is. But like I said, it's just not Resident Evil-ish to me. So like if you go somewhere, you want some KFC, but the shit tastes like something else. I can't think of another chicken place right now, but
chicken head.
It tastes like some gas station chicken. It's chicken, but it ain't the same shit.
Hold up.
That's like this and Dodgers, man.
But now,
better than KFC.
But now, what I'm saying, I'm not saying one is better than the other. I'm saying if you got a taste for one, it's not gonna. I'm saying both of them good. What I'm saying the Resident Evil 7 is good for what it is, but if you got a taste for something else, then that's not gonna satisfy your taste.
No, there you go.
Yeah.
That's better.
Yeah.
Okay.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
We'll say that shit.
So I'm sorry, I had to clear that up. Because I eat the shit out of gas station chicken, I'm just saying.
All right, we got anything else on Resident Evil before we move forward?
Nope. Not from me.
Nope.
All right. Next one, we going on to Silent Hill series, baby. Silent Hill. We moving on.
I'm gonna
to
say
Silent
this
Hill.
shit because I picked this. Officially, this is
you and Pat technically picked this.
the only game that has
I never beat it.
the
But the
shit
scariest,
out of me.
the scariest shit
The
on here
only
is them
game.
damn kids in that damn school.
And I agree with y'all on this because that's really
This
the
ain't
only
Bioshock.
reason I've never beat it. Because
Yeah.
I'm like, this shit just creepy, and I just stopped playing it. so that's really the only reason I never really played through it. That shit was just creeping me out.
Yeah.
Well,
So I made
Go
the
ahead.
mistake of getting really, really drunk and high one day back in the day and playing Silent Hill on PlayStation 2.
Which
And
one?
this shit scared the whole fuck out of me. And I like it was like my goal to beat this game because shit just didn't scare me.
Nah, damn that. I ain't never even tried no more.
My dude, after I got to that school with them kids, I said, nope.
Yes, bruh.
Hey,
Man.
I never even tried no more. I said, you know what, Silent Hill, y'all can have that shit, really. That's the way I feel about the shit.
Now,
Hey,
see, I don't know which
I
one
did the
y'all
same thing
played.
with I did the same thing with Dead Space.
Man, I spilled a whole fucking beer
said, nope,
playing
I'm
this
cool.
fucking game.
Well, Mike, I don't even really remember what the first Silent Hill game I played. All I know is the shit was creeping me out.
The first one I played was on PS1.
I was like,
And I
that
seen
shit
them-
creeping me
I
out,
seen
and I was
them
like,
kids in
you
that
know
school.
what?
I
It's
said-
over. It's-
I think it came out the same time as Resident Evil 2, didn't it? If I'm not mistaken.
It might have
think
came a
so.
little after.
It might.
Yeah, it
came
might be a little
after.
after. Cause I remember playing the demo out of one of them little magazines that came,
Yeah,
it came out the
disc,
little
yeah.
plastic. Yeah. Man, I played that. Got to that school. I said, "Nah, I'm good, man. I go
Hey, I
find
did that
something
shit
else to
like
play."
Peter. You know, when he was in the movie theater, he jumped up and said, done.
Yup. After that, yeah, one of the little kids jumped up out that locker. I said, nope. I remember too, cause I damn near pissed myself. That shit scared the shit out of me.
So,
Well,
man,
No, the first one didn't really scare me. The second one scared the fuck out of me. I don't know if it was
that first one was
because I
enough.
was drunk or what.
it might have been the
Man.
second one was the first and only one I played. I think it was the second one.
It
But
was
yeah.
that Shattered Memories one. That one scared the fuck out of me.
But damn that shit. Yeah, y'all can
Well,
have
see-
Silent Hill. Whoever Silent Hill fan out there, like y'all can really have that shit. Like,
Well, see, I finished the first one.
really?
I
Okay.
finished the first one. It was the second one that fucked me up because
Man,
on the
that second one was redumulous, man.
no,
that
the
shit
second one was rough.
man.
The second one was the only one that I attempted to play. So I
No,
got.
the
played the
I don't
first
have anything
And
else
Mike,
to
fuck
compare
you
it
for
to.
finishing it.
What?
I finished the
Finishing
first one. I finished the first one.
No, the only reason why I was pissed off at the second one was because on the second one, you literally your starting weapon on the second one was a plank and some nails.
Right.
That was your starting weapon. And
That's some struggle tools right there.
Yeah, I had a
Right.
plank with some nails
And
in it.
and you already know it's a horror game, so you know it. You already started
Whatever
out
you
the
hit-
game like
yeah,
this some
whatever-
bullshit.
Yeah, whatever
Like-
you hit with it ain't gonna die right away.
Hell no.
And then you had that plank and some nails for a minute before you got
Right,
a
Yeah.
weapon.
and common sense already dictates that that's some bullshit. Like,
You had a plank and some nails for a minute, boy. I'm like,
For
I'm
a
sitting up here,
long while.
okay.
Well, I wouldn't know
Well,
how long you had the shit because I
you ain't play that
I
shit,
didn't play it that
period.
long. I
I'm
was
sitting up
I was
here,
Man,
done.
Part 2 was some bullshit, man.
yeah, and I'm sitting up here, and I had to fight, and I ain't gonna sit up here and lie. It could be something that I didn't look for right away, or it could be something that I missed, because those games you can easily miss some shit in those games for running some
Well,
monsters.
Mike, I
Yeah.
missed that shit too, because clearly I had the plank and nails for a long time too. Fuck this game.
I'm with you,
I
Rob.
didn't
Fuck
finish
this
this
game.
game.
Damn this shit. I'm with you.
I tried to finish this game.
Yeah, I didn't finish.
I didn't even try.
Because
Fuck it.
No, I really didn't try to finish this game because it made me spill a whole damn beer.
Damn that shit.
man,
That shit was
I
creepy as
pissed-
hell. My brain couldn't process half of that shit I was seeing.
Man. Man, I was just tripping off the fact that they wanted me to. I guess I had to do something like Robert, like I said, I had to miss something because I'm in a boss fight with Plank and Nick.
Exactly.
I had to do something wrong. I'm like, wait a minute. Did I miss something? Where's my
I'm
gun?
drunk.
Or
Like, wait a
a
minute.
bat?
Like, there's no way this shit could be.
Mike, I don't
was
even
like-
really take you for a Silent Hill fan though, like that.
No, I really enjoy Silent. I enjoy Silent Hill actually. Silent Hill is cool. It's scary as shit, but it's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's really cool. I enjoyed it. But the
Okay.
fact that, but I ain't finished part. I'm pissed off. I ain't finished part 2 because after I ain't find no damn gun or no bat or a chainsaw or some shit. I was like, so how the fuck am I supposed to get past this with plank and nails? With plank and nails.
Right,
And I
you
was
supposed to
like-
lay down a trap or what? Like,
I was like,
MacGyver
shit, I
that
ain't
shit.
get no traps. I ain't get no
no,
traps.
MacGruber
you
that
can't.
shit.
You can't, and that's the whole joke about it. You can't do shit.
Man, I was sitting up and getting touched by that boss, and I was like, you know what? This is going to have to wait for another time.
How many Silent Hills did they make? Are they still
I
making them?
think they made like 3 or 4, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
it's 4 of them.
I
Cause
think it made like 3
I
or
think
4.
I tried to play 3 just cause my kids wanted it.
Yeah, okay. Well, fuck them.
And technically, if I'm not mistaken, they
Said,
got
"Fuck
a,
'em."
Right.
I think
Right,
they
fuck
got like
'em
a
for
Silent
real.
Hill collection remastered on Xbox now.
Oh, that's good.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they can have that shit.
That's good.
It's like
Shit.
that's great.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I don't know
fine.
why you telling me, fuck.
They won't never touch my hard drive. I'm
could
just
see
saying.
the shit was dead space and it was entertaining. Silent Hill wasn't even entertaining. Like it wasn't even funny when shit happened to you in Silent Hill. That
Hell
shit was
no.
just scary for no reason.
Yeah, it wouldn't.
Yeah.
It wouldn't action. It wouldn't fun. Like nothing. Like nothing to
Yeah,
keep me on it.
Silent Hill was just straight death.
And anybody that listen, don't take my, the fact that I'm not gonna play it no more. It's some good games from what I'm hearing of what I've heard or whatever.
Like don't
just-
take me and
Yeah,
Mike's
don't-
experience.
yeah, don't take-
for
And don't
your
take what I'm
experience with
saying.
the game.
Play the game.
Yeah,
It's-
'cause I-
there was some good ass
Don't
games.
take our years of experience at game playing, for example.
Well, I actually still want to play part 2 again. So I want to conquer that bitch. I want to figure out what I did wrong.
So don't.
wanna
And
fi-
I just want everybody to
I
know not
wanna
to take
figure out what
take
you
my
did
fuck
wrong
it
and
as
what I
the
did
final
wrong, too,
answer.
'cause
'Cause
clearly,
I'm
we
just
both
done
took the
with it,
same
but
fucking
by all
route, 'cause
means-
I didn't find the shit that you didn't find too.
By all
Yeah.
means, go pick that shit up because Mike and Rob said some damn good game when you go through it. Just don't take my fuck it as the final answer.
Hey, Chris said they said, but I don't believe it. But,
I'm just saying I tried it, and so my fuck it is not the final answer. I'm just saying. I'm just done with it.
I'm saying it's clearly other ways you can waste your money and time being horrified.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna buy one, but yeah, feel free.
Right.
All right, we got anything else?
Moving
for
on.
Silent Hill?
Next.
We got anything else before we close out?
No,
with
I've
Silent
been
Hill?
done with Silent Hill, so no, I ain't got shit else. I ain't got shit else to say about it. Y'all can have that shit.
Silent Hill can go fuck itself.
Matter of fact, even
Fuck
the
Silent
movie,
Hill.
it was the movie was even weird as shit. Like, did y'all see the
I'm telling
movie?
you, the funniest thing on the movie is when they walked the one they thought was a witch out down that church steps. Somebody threw a boulder at her. That shit, man, had me rolling.
Oh, shit.
Crystal over here laughing at she already know what I'm talking
Then you
about.
said, then it was when the creepy as hell when that man grabbed that girl by the skin and snatched her whole skin off, grabbed her in the chest and snatched her skin off
Hell
and
yeah.
slung this shit.
Man, that shit crazy, man.
Yeah, again, yeah. So yeah. Other than that, yeah, I'm done with Silent Hill. Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
Fuck Silent
All
Hill.
right, cool. We
Moving
moving
on.
on. We moved on to Dead Space, people.
Oh shit.
And that's the best transition in the Dead Space because they literally the same games except Dead Space is so much more entertaining. Dead Space will scare the whole fuck out of you.
Wait a minute, hold on. Which Dead Space you talking about is entertaining? Because the only Dead Space that I know that was entertaining was part 3. That's it. The first two,
I liked all the Dead
All I
Spaces.
played was the first one, so I don't know.
I beat
I know
them all.
part 3 was co-op. I ain't beat
It
part
was?
3, but
I didn't
beat
know
the
that.
first 2.
Yeah, part 3 was co-op.
Yeah, part 3 is
two-player
co-op.
By,
And
by
it's
that
just
time,
as
by
And
that
it's
time I
just
stopped
as
playing them
scary
too after
as
the
playing
first
it by
one. So.
yourself. Except you got somebody to go take the scares for you.
Yeah, see,
Yeah,
I didn't make it
thanks a
past the
lot,
first
Cal.
one on that either, so I didn't know it was co-op on there. So.
Man, hey, Crit, did you play Dead Space 1?
I played the first one, but that's why I didn't know that the other one was co-op because I didn't get past the first one.
Man, the first two was just fucked up.
Man,
Yes,
I
they
swear
were.
that game
agree.
scared the shit out of me, man.
Yes, and
Everything
about-
about that game is scary.
these games, if you
Oh,
want
thanks, man.
and
a
the
good
whole
scare,
suit, that whole suit
and-
aspect was dope as shit.
Yeah, yeah.
It was,
and you
man.
happen
The
to
way
be a
your
couple
health is on your
games,
spine.
this is
that
a
shit
good
was
game
cool.
to play together. This is
Yeah.
a good scare game. I
It's a
love
damn
this
good
game.
scare game. The
People
first
knock
two,
EA, but that was a damn good creation. Dead Space,
Yeah.
and then at the same time, was
They gotta be interesting co-op.
Army of 2 and Dead Space came out around the same time. Them
Yes,
games
they
were
did.
it.
And I love
Yes, they
both
do.
of them fucking games.
Hell yeah.
Both games.
Man, they gotta
Oh
be
my
real
God.
interesting to play that co-op though. I didn't know it was a co-op.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
Dead
Part-
Space is a
part
great
three,
co-op game.
part
Yeah.
3 was awesome, man. Part three probably it wasn't as scary as the first two, but it was still fun. It was more action based.
Shit, you playing with the wrong fucking partner.
What you talking about? Me, I
You
played
didn't go
with Pat.
first. You
I
didn't
played
go.
with Pat.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
You know how you know
played
how
with
I
the right
operate.
partner.
You know how I operate. I sent Mike to do all do the dirty work.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't. I mean, to me, I felt like part 3 wasn't nearly as scary as the first two.
Nah,
No, it's,
me.
it's not. It's
them
not
first two was
good
just
to do it
ridiculous.
Co-op.
Yeah, them first two, you came and played those in the dark.
For real.
You came and played those. In the
Y'all
dark.
just
You need
scary.
lights. You need lights. You
Shit.
need lights.
You mean to tell me
on.
they didn't scare you in that damn game?
No, man.
In part 1 and 2?
No.
Oh, see, you was too high and drunk. That's the reason why. That explains it. Your
Yeah,
ass was too high and drunk.
High probably played a role in it. I'm pretty sure
yeah,
it did.
how definitely played a role in it.
Yeah,
Cannot,
a little
you
bit.
cannot be sober and play those two games.
He said a little bit. He
cannot.
says a little bit, Mike.
I knew it did.
I believe it. I know it did
Anybody
too.
that's listening to the chat, if you haven't played Dead Space 1 and 2, and don't listen to Robert ass. Robert gonna get you fucked off. Don't not listen to him. He's gonna get you fucked off. You cannot play this game. You cannot play the first two games in the dark. Period. Unless you high or drunk. That's the only way. But if you're sober,
It's
and
not
you playing
that
this
bad.
game, that's a whole lie you just told.
It is. You know how you can tell he telling that the very first thing that he said when we popped up Dead Space, he said it's Silent Hill. He said it's the same shit. So
Exactly.
that's how you know. That was the very
But it's
first
more
thing he
entertaining,
said.
though. Like,
But
I mean,
you
it's
cannot
a
say
horror, it's a horror
you cannot
game.
put Silent Hill in any game in the same category and say one of them ain't scared.
Listen,
Exactly.
Silent Hill scared the fuck out of me. It's the only game that scared me, bruh.
But you start off by saying Dead Space is just like Silent Hill, though.
It is, but I also said that Silent Hill is the only game that scared me.
Fuck that. Dead Space scared the shit out of me.
It's
Dead
not that
Space 1 and
scary.
2.
All right, anybody listening, y'all listen rock y'all
Shit.
want to. That's all I'm gonna say.
Dead Space 1 and 2 scared the hell out of me.
But I also said that not many things really scare me, bruh.
Yeah, not many things really scare me either, but still, I ain't playing Silent Hill no more.
Now I'm gonna tell you the funny. Now I do got a funny ass story when me and Pat played Dead Space 3. We went through it.
I'm
and
sure you do. I'm sure you got a lot of funny stories playing
no.
Dead
I'm talking
Space
about
with
the
Pat.
weapon that we got. I'm talking about
Yeah.
the weapon that we got. The weapon we got. It's a weapon on there, Chris. It's the strongest weapon in the game. And
This
you would
making
not
me want to
believe-
play this shit.
And you would not believe what the strongest weapon in the game is.
Is some kind of melee weapon or is it
It's a foam finger. They're like pew,
a
pew,
foam finger?
pew, pew.
Yeah.
And that's the strongest weapon in the game.
That is the
Yeah.
strongest weapon in the game.
That don't even fit.
It's like a foam finger, and it's like pew pew.
Hell no.
Pew 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 pew.
Hell no. That don't even
And then
fit
you
that
can
game.
up, and every game had like every gun had like an alternate fire and shit.
Yeah, that shit.
And then you can alter, like mod them and shit like that.
That shit was funny. It was just the funniest thing with me. I was like, Pat showed it to me. Like, Mike, did you get this yet? I'm like, what you talking about? That man shot that damn monster. That monster flew all the way across the stage. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, what the hell you shooting with? A foam
And that's some
finger.
Pat shit too.
A foam finger.
That's just like
Yeah.
that. When they like a hand like that on Saints
God
Row in
hand.
multiplayer.
Oh yeah,
No,
Oh,
yeah,
pimp
the
hand.
pimp hand.
I thought you was about to talk about the
Yep, the damn
that shit
pimp
on
hand.
Remnant.
They
I
smack
mean, not
shit
on
out for.
Remnant.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
Saints Row 2, the multiplayer. When we used to
Yeah.
always get the pimp hand and smack them all across the stage.
Yeah.
That was the real pimp smack, boy.
That's the one they need to remaster.
Shit, I
man.
still got to
Shit.
finish the last one.
I'm mad that
Yeah.
they remastered.
Pat, man, you
two
didn't
yet.
even
They-
finish Get Out of
too.
Hell.
Oh yeah, get that one. The last
I
one.
love that
Oh yeah,
shit.
it was the last one. In the story. Yeah, but
Yeah.
they remastered 3.
Yeah,
they
and
did.
they quote they talk about 3 was the best one. No, 2 was the best one.
No, 2 was
honestly.
the best one.
Yeah, it was.
2
Two
was
was-
before shit got wacky. 2 was still kind of. It was funny.
Yeah, it was still
but
kind
it
of
was more
realistic.
serious
Well, I can
shit,
say
yeah.
realistic, but
It was
Yeah.
like on par with Grand Theft Auto
Yeah.
in a sense. Grand Theft Auto got kind of silly after a while too.
yeah, the other
I
they
was
just
gonna
made
say
it,
they
the other
all
one just
got
really went all the
wacky
way
as
out the
fuck.
wall with that other shit though.
Oh, you talking about part 3 and part well,
It was
Part
fun
th-
still, but they still went
part
a
three-
different direction.
Part 3 was cool, but it was just part 4. That's when they went all Matrix.
When they
and shit.
jacked them into the Matrix, and
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
that was
Get
fun.
Out of Hell is like that a little bit too. Except
All
you're
right,
actually in hell.
tangent.
on that one, I didn't even use cars no more.
Oh, you didn't have to because you could run
Mhm.
everywhere.
Yep.
But
Yep,
anyway,
fucking fly damn near.
So, anything else for Dead Space?
No, scary. Don't
It's
believe
awesome.
Robert.
all right, we got anything else on Dead Space?
No.
Nah, that's all.
All right, we're moving on to the next one, which would be the Tale of the Walking Dead.
I ain't never played those.
I
don't
played
like
one
Walking
of them.
Dead, so-
They straight. They cool, but
I didn't finish the last.
I
season.
love them fucking games.
I just
didn't
played.
finish the
First
last
season was the only season I played, but it was fun though.
I was mad at the first season. I was mad at all the seasons, honestly. I ain't gonna sit up here and lie, cause
The
How
only,
can
the
you
only-
be mad and they your decisions?
that's
the only
cause-
game like that I
wait,
like
wait,
was The Wolf
rewind.
Among Us.
Well, the reason for
That
is
was my
because-
favorite one, Pat.
The reason for that is because you didn't want certain people to die, and you had them choices that you made.
Have
Yeah,
you seen The Walking
I
Dead?
heard about that.
No, I see.
You gotta be careful about the choices you make.
You know, you
But see,
talk. The Walking Dead.
I think
They beat
Clementine's gonna
Glenn
be the
head
main
in with a
character.
bat.
See, I don't give a damn about the series. The series can go suck my left nut. I care
Damn.
about the
Just
game.
saying. Have you read the comic book?
I'm just saying.
The comic book
Glenn
even
head in
worse.
With a bat.
The
Yeah.
comic book is way worse than the show.
Right.
Well, I
Ain't
don't-
nobody safe.
I don't care, and people probably gonna hate me in the comments for this, but I could care less about the fucking Walking Dead. Walking Dead can suck it.
Well, and Mike,
Yeah,
and they
I'm with
probably
you on
did
that.
it. They probably did it that way because you say you probably didn't want certain people to die. They probably did it that way to not keep up with, but kind of give it the sense of the way that the show or the comic book does, because that's really the way the shit go.
Yeah, but I enjoyed the games though, like the Telltale games. I enjoyed those. Those was great. The series I couldn't stand. I just couldn't. I tried too. I literally tried.
I like them. Just I watch. Me and Carter watch all of them. Fear the Walking Dead and all this shit. We watch all this.
Me
shit.
too. You
I
watched that
tried.
new one, Chris?
Me and Carla ain't started. We ain't started that last season yet.
No,
I'm
ain't
waiting for
the-
a
I'm
brand
waiting for the
new one
last
with
season
the- I guess the next generation.
Oh
of
yeah,
kids.
yeah. I haven't started watching it yet. No.
Man, that shit good as fuck.
But the Telltale games of The Walking Dead, man, they did a very good job. All of this stuff. They made sure in the Telltale games that you got attached to almost every character. And that
Yep.
was like one of the things that I really enjoy the most about any games. Like if you know for a fact that you got an attachment to that character and you don't want nothing to happen to that character and it ends up happening, then you know you did a damn good job creating that game.
You did a
That's
damn good
just
job
really
telling
what
the
it is.
story of this person.
Exactly.
The
Fuck
character-
that, kill them all. I'm with Negan.
Oh, especially fuck that bastard. All right, I'm glad he wasn't even nowhere near this damn game. I am absolutely glad he wasn't nowhere near this damn game. That bastard. Anyway, but I'm pretty sure everybody out there played the damn Walking Dead series. If you haven't, check it out.
I
It's
picked
great.
it just
Yeah, it's
because
cool.
it's one of those games that I pick up when I can't find shit else to play. I play the shit on my phone.
This shit cool.
I mean, it's a great game to play. That and along with the other Telltale games that they have. Telltale.
Wolf
I'm
Among
still-
Us is the
I'm
best.
still working on the Batman, just man. I'm still working on them.
Man, nah, Chris, play the Wolf Among Us.
Yeah,
That's
the
the
Wolf
best.
Among Us is my favorite out of all of them.
I started on them when I finished the Batman, cause I'm doing those on the Switch.
No, you
Yeah.
gonna start it now. I'm kidding.
Right. Yo,
Oh,
back,
man.
watch Bleach.
Shit, I know, right?
Oh, no,
Hell.
we ain't talking about anime backlogs. Chris probably ain't
I
even
said we ain't
started
gonna
no
go.
damn
We ain't gonna
anime.
go there.
Yeah,
Chris
we
ain't even
finna
started
go
no
there.
anime, so we're gonna hang that one up.
Yeah,
We're gonna put a pin in that one.
yeah. We definitely gonna put a pin in that one.
He
Get
might.
his
I
ass.
think Dragon Ball Super may have been the only one he probably watched. That's old though.
I'm just saying that I binge watch like when I started
Shit,
it, I
Bleach
ended.
like 20 years old.
I started. I'm just saying when I started it though, I watched it all the way through.
You know what though? He ain't lying. Because I remember watching it when the 360 first came out, but it had been out for a while already.
I remember you
Because
started watching
that's
this
what-
shit,
remember,
Pat, when you
Chris?
stayed. Damn, where the hell did y'all even
out in
stay?
Earl. We
Y'all
lived-
stayed,
we
yeah,
lived
in
out
Earl.
there.
That was a while ago. Hell yeah.
That's when we first started watching Naruto and Bleach, and they had both been out for a while before we even watched it.
Yeah, Bleach,
And I was-
Bleach been out
And I
for
was
a minute.
I think I was still 19 or 20 when we lived out there.
I remember dude in
'Cause I
Bleach was
left
getting his
when I was
ass whooped when
22.
you were showing me that shit. That's all I know.
Oh, Ichigo? Oh, he's taking his ass.
That man was
beat.
getting his ass beat.
That ain't nothing new. Plot armor is his weapon. I ain't lying. You know it. He's still getting touched.
Oh boy. God damn. All right, y'all. Let's move on. We got anything else for The Walking Dead?
Nope.
no,
Man, this
I don't
one
like
kinda-
it. So no.
All right, last one. Fear.
Fear was awesome.
Fear was fucking awesome. You gotta say
Fear
it
Yes,
right.
it was.
Very underrated. It's
Yeah, I
extremely
don't think it
underrated.
was underrated. I don't think I'm telling you the main things that I remember about the game, besides the little girl haunting you and
I
shit.
couldn't remember this game, but now that I see the tag, I remember this shit now.
Yes,
Fuck
yeah.
this game.
it came with-
That
and-
junk was
and the thing
fun
is,
though.
You could play
This
that
shit
junk.
was
You could play that
fun.
junk co-op too. But I'm telling you,
Yeah.
I'm in one memory I got of me and Henry was playing it, and you know it had some little mech suits on there, and we was on this little highway or whatever, but the bridge was broke, so he jumped down. He said, "You coming?" I said, "Yeah." So I jumped down, and I fell right on top of that man, squished him while he was in the suit. That shit was so funny.
Damn.
The
And-
reason
and
I
then
say
not only
fuck
that-
this game, if you didn't have the right partners playing with you,
The multiplayer.
fuck this game.
Hey, that shit, that damn drop kick or whatever that kick was the stupidest shit I ever seen. You ever seen that kick on that mic? And then do that little running kick, dive kick. And it's one hit a quitter too. You can get shot with multiple bullets, but you get that hit.
It
you
looked
hit
like
kick.
that shit Chris did to that grenade the other day.
That's exactly what it looked like. But if you get hit with that kick, that's it.
Yeah. But
Man,
a lot
that
of-
game
a-
fun to hell. That's
A
all I
lot
know.
of people don't remember Fear. And
I
a
remember
lot-
this shit now.
A lot of people don't remember Fear, and a lot of people haven't played Fear. It was one of them games to me. I felt like it
Beck
was.
fell to use the bathroom.
Go ahead. I felt like it was. It's just definitely one of them games that was just very underrated. It had
This
a
shit
good
was
horror.
fun with the right people.
It was fun, and then plus it had a good story to it. It had a really good. It had a really good story to it.
Pat forgot to mute his
Gameplay was
mic.
down. Yeah, he did.
Thought I'm using my mic. Shit.
Nope. Sorry. But anyway, Fear did 3 games, and all 3 games was good to
Yep.
me, in my opinion. All 3 was good.
Gameplay, story, control,
Yeah.
everything.
So
It was
this-
awesome in single player.
Yeah.
Yep. I've
This
never
wasn't
actually
the-
played I just played the single player. I never actually played multiplayer.
Yeah, but the game is definitely great. It had a great horror aspect to it, especially the girl creeping you out throughout the whole damn campaign.
Mm-hmm.
She was definitely creeping you out the whole damn thing, and always
Yes.
popped up at the worst absolute times.
Yeah, yeah.
It was just nuts, but it was definitely a great game, very underrated, and it needs to be remastered. Damn it! I feel like all the games that we talked about need to be remastered. Damn it!
They
All
really
the
do.
horror games. we
That's
talked
because
about
it's
need to be
not really
remade.
a whole lot of next gen horror games. Not
Man.
good quality ones.
Man.
Like I said, the horror games now are going toward like what Mike was talking about on what's the name? Resident Evil 7. Like they're doing shit like that for horror games now.
Yeah. So it's disappointing in a way, but I digress.
So what was the newest game that we had on this list?
The newest game is State of Decay 2 and Evil Within.
Oh, okay.
State of Decay 2 and Evil Within is probably the most up-to-date games
I
that
think
we had
State
on
of
this list.
Decay 2 just had an update.
Oh, they always doing updates on there, man.
No, I
Now
mean
they-
like they not like a update for an update sakes, but like a actual new content.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Hmm.
They always stand on top of updates on their game. Undead Labs do a good job, man, by taking care of their game. That's what makes me excited for part 3. I'm real excited for part 3 to see how that's gonna go. So, anybody got anything else for State of Decay? I said State of Decay. For Fear?
No, I'm good, G.
I know this
don't.
podcast probably ran kind of long because, boy, we talked about a lot of horror games and a lot of our favorite horror games. So,
My next podcast gonna probably run long too, cause
yeah, because we talked
Horror
about horror
movies.
movies.
it's
Yeah,
probably gonna be a lot of old ones, cause the new ones suck ass.
yeah, the new ones definitely suck ass. They suck dog ass.
Damn.
They do, man. They really do. And my wife gets mad at me when I try to sit down and watch horror movies with her because whenever I try to sit down and watch horror movies with her, that
I
shit
spend
is-
more time
this shit-
laughing at them.
Exactly. And that's the reason why she get mad at me. Get out. Leave. This shit ain't funny. This thing is funny. I mean, you can see that motherfucker was about to turn the corner. He knew what was going to happen when he turned the corner. He was going to get fucked off. Why did he go that way?
Yep.
This is stupid. Dumbass. You stupid. But
Why
anyway,
would you scream if you know something is coming to kill you?
But anyway, we finna go ahead and pretty much close
Max
out.
said Fear was fun. I'm just not seeing that.
Oh, Mac was in the chat? Yeah, Fear was fun as shit. But
He had to been just put that up there because I've been looking at the
943. 943. Fear was definitely fun,
Oh,
man. It
okay.
was very underrated. And everything else, man, that's really just about it, everybody. I think we finna go ahead and close it out. We did our honorable mentions for the last couple games, so that was pretty much cool. We appreciate everybody for tuning in, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the podcast. That's pretty much all we got for our favorite horror games and everything. and all of those and all of that beeswax. Next episode of the podcast, we're going to be talking about our favorite scary movies. So make sure you tune in for that. It's going to be right here, same time, same channel, same place channel. Tune in 8 p.m. Central Time. You know what I'm saying? Catch us there. Make sure you enjoy it. If you got any scary movies that you want us to talk about while we're bringing up our favorites, hit us up on our social media platform. Hit us up on our social media at Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. At Console Media.
They all on the screen
Console
right
Media
now.
ENT. See it on the screen. Yes. Oh shit, they is on the screen. Ain't that
Hi,
bam! You see that right there? That's what I'm talking about. Blades coming through in the clutch.
You were supposed to hit him with the lightsaber sound. No, you can't use that.
I forgot to put our Discord up there though, but
But you good. We still got a lot of work to do on the Discord.
okay.
But far as our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, you can check it out. Console Media ENT. We trying to get our views up. We trying to get our game up on YouTube, so we'll be able to customize our YouTube channel name. For Console Media. You know what I'm saying? If you enjoyed the podcast, and you like what you heard, hit the subscribe button, smash the like button, leave comments. Let us know what you would like to hear for future topics on the podcast, especially in November. So that's really just about it. Catch up.
Hello? Did we lose Mike?
I guess we ended it.
I think his controller probably went out. He didn't know.
Yeah, his controller probably went out. We'll catch y'all next
It
week.
did.
Nah, he back.
It did. I believe for tomorrow night we're gonna be playing Gears 5, if I'm not mistaken. For our Thursday night class, we'll be playing Gears 5. And on Friday, I think it will be Drake's Hollow, but I believe that might be changed. Car is subject to change. I'm calling it out. I'm calling it out right now. Car is subject to change on Friday, but you know what I'm saying. Catch us tomorrow night and Friday night on Twitch at Console Media ENT at 8 p.m. Central Time, where we'll be streaming live. You know what I'm saying. And besides that, you guys have a wonderful night. Have a wonderful evening. You know what I'm saying? Social distancing, wear your mask, go vote, and do your best to support one another out there, man. Console me out.
Peace.
Peace.